Top of the morning. How's everybody doing? Hope you slept well. We're going to be traveling to the Mothership Line Center. The GFL's online connections is already in Program Line Center. So the Communication Line Center is the Trunk Line Interference, the Planet Line Center, 3 Weather Line Interference Line connections, high positions, C trap locations, Point Line Center rotation connections, coming into the high rotation of calculation. I hope you guys enjoy that trailer. See, what's going to happen now, everything I give you back is the beginning. Okay, so everything has to do with the particles, the energies of glass, to understand how you travel in space. And you see the particles, you drop it in. You got circuitry lights, you got the panel interference, you got the rotation ground line center. It's all in position. Okay, unified essential mass and heat. See my hair? Back in time, right? Very powerful trailer. So I'll be doing that every day. So I know exactly how you just get a better example of what's going on with yourself in that position locations. This will help you out. The trailers will help you out every single day. All right, the 16 line center audio interference line system will show you through track line condition. So I'm excited what's going to happen today. All right, just also set up TikTok videos. Any questions or comments, go through that line system. Automatically go over to TikTok and get into rock and roll, rock and roll. All right, so let's get into calculations. Commander Amber wants to understand communication line centers to identification to its face recognition time. Now, to understand, when you're traveling through planet line rotation, you understand all positions, Echo Zulu 1, Foxtrot, Charlie, box line center locations, rendezvous, pickup, high line center connections. Okay, you look at a license plate, Charlie, okay, connections to Herald, Queen, it's all in that position. That's your identification line centers. Sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 8. It all depends on your track line signal rotation connections. So truly understand, when you're traveling through extra time, you guys don't have to worry about that now because you're not in your phase structure line centers right now at the planet line center. You have to get more in communications of Vega. Vega is a communication asymmetrical line system. It's calculation modifications to the central lights and its connection. That's the infinity circle. Okay, that's infinity circle of father and mother, guys. That's the circle rotations of the left and everything to the right hemisphere line center. So it's a very powerful day how we come into high formation line system. So it's calculate and modify. Your identifications are code line signals and your position line conditions. Okay, you got crypto values and the energy lights in the box line center coming into calculation modifications. Question and comments, you go through my email, you go through all level rotation. Okay, so hopefully you guys got a really interesting time when you saw me. What'd you guys pick up? Maybe going in back in time. It's weird, right? Unified Ascension, healer, master healer. Where I am now, 8-star general. I couldn't believe that when I saw my hair. It's like, but like it's saying, I'm watching my back videos from yesterday, and there's a lot of things that we have to understand because it comes in so many levels of interference. And sometimes like you're often wondering, you're thinking like, okay, the energy lights are on position and it's calculating. And so you're trying to, so my left is trying to get the inner line center to connections up, open up this track system, its rotation connections. Universal line center to its connections of universal system is the calculations. So it's truly extended to get the balance over time to connection line center. All right, so let's get into your questions before we travel to the mothership. Happy dance. All right, so anybody new, you're going to be on standby. You're going to go through the energy lights. You're going to see light track interference, but you're going to be off cycle. Okay, only for position line center locations. If you want to go to the higher upgrades, let me know. Okay, let's see position here. Tina, Janet, Diane, morning. David, how's it going, David? Yes, you made it. So live notifications, you get on TikTok, you go on my YouTube. It tells you exactly what time I'm going to be on. Okay, so you can't miss it. People are trying to find, where's your link? Where's your link? Go to my TikTok, find out the time, right? Click my TikTok icon, boom, boom, right? Not icon, like icon, identification of just the subscribe button. Press that. I'll take you right to my YouTube. All right, Karen, Commander, finally she made it. So that's exactly what it is, Commander Amber. It's identification of you to travel direction of time. Okay. So, all right. Morning, Cleopatra, Jill. We are the particles spinning in the glass in space during travel. Very good, Jill. Excellent. I just wanted to show you how you can go into anything through the visual system and how you can take a glass and spin it and put particles in it and know exactly what's going on with your positions. The electrical lights, the ground line center, the circles, the spectrums, the realms, how it spins, 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 spins. You get the tunnel line center from the top and the tunnel line center from the bottom, and you can see the tube. Every time you spin, 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 you put particles in, right? You can actually see the rotation of space, which is really powerful. Okay. All right. Let's see here. So don't get confused. I'm just giving you stuff that you need to know. Okay. But the stuff we're doing now is the now. Understand? Because you're in my space, you're in my now. That's why it's so powerful. People are trying to find the position of their presence, but they still have problems with the past here. Let's get going here. Let's push it. Let's push it. Let's push it. That's why we're waking up humanity, right? Last night was fantastic. We got so many people in high position line connections. Really powerful stuff. So I don't see any trailers. Where are they? Cleopatra, it's there. It's there in the morning. So it's like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, okay, before I go live. So you click it and it'll take you right to the trailer. You can't see it now because I'm live. So you catch it before I go on, right? So it's the trailer before the movie. Like you go to the cinema, you get trailers before the movie. All right. All right. Let's see. They popped up before it goes on. You should get a notification when the countdown on the trailer. I did that already. Evolution of General's hair. Yeah, I know, eh? Let's see. Thank you, sir. Yeah, so I got confirmation from you, Samantha, on Communication Line Centers. So you got verified the line connection. Fantastic how you guys are sending me your drawings now. That's great because you're getting smarter through high line rotation. Make sure you drink lots of water, eh? Because we're going to be going to the mothership. Command center, vector core line center, identification line center rotations. Okay, so you guys will be given barcodes, digital line centers, box line center rotations, and activation core line center shape positions. You're going to go through energy washes and calculations. All right, so we're going to make sure that you guys are on high level rotation and no negative lights or anything line conditions. All right, so you go through a door to a door to a door inside the command center. I'm new to this. This is Honey Badger. Oh, how's it going? TikTok. Yep. I kind of picked that up, David. Let's see. Anything you want to understand, the team can help you out and always informs. It's great to see you. It's the same notification. Just click on it and the video that plays. That's exactly what it is. Remember, it's before the video. Okay. You can't see it now because I'm live. Right. So it's a little intro, it's like, well, it's a lot better in elevator music. You're in the elevator and you're going, can you change the song here, please? Because, I don't like elevator music, but if I have to stay in the elevator for another 2 hours, that's totally fine. But please just change the music, So, all right. So let's see here. During my meditation prior to class, I was in the vortex of spinning particles. It was amazing. Yeah. Everything that you see through energy line centers, because you're attached to higher rotations, you guys are the particles of spins through the energy light rotation. It's the harmonizing of communication, the water interference. This is what we're coming to track line center rotation. Okay, haven't seen it. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Try to catch it every morning. Okay, and I tell you exactly on TikTok what time I go on through notification, right? All right. Or is it just the facial recognition? 0886 is the code. No, it's the facial recognition, Commander. All right, let's get in busy rotation connections. Okay, high force line center connections coming in. Identification code. So each position highlights your centers. To understand, for the new viewers, you probably won't understand this because my GFLs are coming up through another test review and evaluations coming next Monday. Okay, so in position. Okay, so we're going to come into high formation line centers. We're in Wednesday. Friday, we come in test review and evaluations to the rebellion. Be prepared. All right. So, and Monday, okay, in communication line centers will be the test. Now it's going to be a lot more easy. You're not getting a week now. You're only getting the weekend. So rebellion, be ready. Okay. Tuesday will be application line centers to high levels of GFLs into test review and evaluations, putting you into 70. Okay. So the track line centers every 3 day line center rotation in communications, right? 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. in communication cycles. All right. So every 3 days, you guys are going to have test, review, and evaluations. And when you go up higher, 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 you only have 2 days. You go higher, 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 you only have 1 day to do the test, review, and evaluations. Okay. So let's start off. Communications mother equals box, GFL equals slash, rebellion slash. Okay, so we got the pyramid activation line center, code recognition line center, planet rotation line center, 3 weather pattern line interference, into backseat line connections, dimensional line to a point center to mothership location. That's the activation corridor, communication line center, command communications, GFL. High-level rotations through Rebellion Alliance. Coming into Triangle of Force, planet line center through weather line center rotation positions. Calculation, 20 minutes, have fun. Teleport to line center to mothership. Calculation modifications coming into track system. The allocate line center is in high formation line conditions. All right, 20 minutes, have fun. All right. So it's kind of like understanding what you see through a mirror. It's a mirage until you're seeing the view, right? So everybody's going to go through an energy wash, right? Because you're on the mothership, right? We can't have any bacteria or any mold or anything through line connections. All right. And we go through detail on detail and detail of every body part through communications before you go on the mothership. Okay. So circle line center is open outline rotation. These guys are in the center position right now with the calculations. All right. So we go in here. This is you guys in the high run rotation center. Okay, here there's a door recognition light center location. Okay, there's a high rouse. There's this is what it is. It's like it's an infusion chamber. Infusion chamber basically it's a mystical line center connections. So everybody goes into it and it goes through energy wash to its connection. Okay, all right. Energy wash takes everything off line center rotation. Okay. All right. Let's see. Everyone go through the waves. Oh, she's so happy. We're all together. Yep. Smoothly with the waves all. Mm-hmm. Each one of you are identified through your plasma lights, getting communication identification codes. Really get into high force line centers in your triangle line center line connections. So point view taken is understanding more of Echo Zulu 1, Foxtrot, Charlie, all that connections, right? So understand rendezvous, pickup, base camp, all this is put in your position line conditions. The more you understand high levels of planet line centers, you come to more face recognition. Okay. All right. Calculation modification line centers, all position. You guys just went through the energy wash. Now you're going to high level rotation. Here we go. Up through equation line center rotations. Okay. Now, there's going to be door panels, plasma line, center line connections, interference channels, or rotations coming into dimension line. Okay, so you're going through tube line center. Okay, tube line center is going to open up high rotation line conditions. Going through the wall. Security line defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to 12 line center, dimensional line locations, interference line center rotations. Okay. So that's going to travel you through the high level rotation, 2 connections. Galaxy surface. So it's very powerful how we walk through the system of tunnel rotation. All right, so you're in 12 line rotation line connections, okay? In positions. Security line defense is in rotation line connections. All right. Okay, in position, great. Yep, amazing. Yeah, I know. Go address, mechanicals bring the tools. Yeah. So it's the same thing. What you guys are, working in your position, your planets when you come into high levels. Work as a team. Sherry, how you doing? Karen, you're welcome. Remember, everything is team effort, right? Team success. Sliding through dimensions, great leader, and yep. And that's why she's here, right? It's not just to understand what she has to do, it's understand why she became commander to that system. And everything through Jill when it comes into her second wing of lieutenant, right? Sliding through dimensions, great leader. Sherry can go through Diana balancing the beatings. Thank you. Can you go check the atom? Mm-hmm. I understand why you guys are there. That's the importance, right? Mm-hmm. So the 12 central lines are open through dimensionals. Okay, so we got 12 division doors. The actual mothership is extremely, extremely big. Okay. And it's fast tracking your identification lines, which means that you're in face recognition to its position. Okay, so mothership has to understand you through all levels of coloration of patterns. It interchanges your locking conditions to travel recognition of time, but it's in the now position, which means that every time I do live, you're in my space and you're in my time. You guys have to find your space and your time so you can balance everything. Okay, stay away from the past, don't see the future, just stay in the presence. The team has to stay in the present so you can get into the now. I try to explain that over and over so you don't get confused. So the whole idea here is to get your past, present, and future into one signal, which is one atom rotation. And that's why you guys keep seeing the atom, because the atom is trying to find you through its heart system. Okay? Yes, you need to balance it and clearing the energy path, light portal. Perfect. Yeah. How's it looking? We have to balance all three. Yeah. Balancing my portion with breathe. I told to use my breath. Yep. Yellow, gold. Line vertical now. And lines, breathe. Nice, Dan. Perfect, Ellen. Yep. So all the viewers will be seeing the light tracks, energies. You'll see the fluctuation in wind surface. You have vortex. You won't see as much, be honest with you, because you're not at that line signal rotation. Hold on a sec. Where you go? Okay. Okay. All right, so excited for you guys. You're starting to really, really connect. And that's what I want. So I can take off my earphones right now because you guys are in center lines right now and certain days. The reason why I have my earphones in all the time is because the thing is I'm in my space and time at 5,000 line center. So if I take them out, you'll hear and it'll confuse your alignments because what is going on here? And am I hearing voices in the background? You know how you get interchanging line centers to your phone? I said, hey, get out the other end there. You got three other people talking the other end rotation here. So no, it's not that three connections high position. It's just all computer sounds. So the more you high rise, the more you become your computers, right? And that's a true extent when you come to audio tracks, right? You come into right interference, you come to left interference, right track, left track, audio in a line, audio out. Okay. So you guys will pick that up as you go. So where are we now through line balance connections here? Clearing the energy path, light portal, very good. Okay, we have to balance all three. Yeah, you got in that position line center. Okay, let's see. Check with Sherry, perfect alignment. Atom secure, all the receivers are open in the netting in the nurturing the earth. Perfect. Third eye, motherboard connections to mothership, everyone. Very good, Joe. Excellent. What am I missing? Lifting light center rotation, not yet. We have to wait. All Jill. So all the new viewers that come on here, try to understand how to use your body. Try to understand how to use your vibration. Try to understand how to connect with yourself. Don't worry about the team. They're in a higher level. There's nothing wrong with that. So you're here to learn more, how to travel faster to the mind system, right? So you can calculate, right? And I travel so fast on so many levels, and sometimes I'm 5 million miles per second through 60 seconds per minute. It all depends. Sometimes I'm 10 million, sometimes I'm 10 billion. It all depends where I'm going and how fast I'm traveling through the mind. Because the mind is everything through its imagination, but it's already done through its creation. So everything that's coming is the solar memory of remembering. Okay. So any questions, let me know. Okay. Trying to understand how to vortex. We'll get into that. That's why I keep putting trailers up. Please make sure you watch the trailers before you go live, before I go live, so you get a better understanding, because it's important you understand. Like today, you understand the particles and how it travels through space, right? The circle from the grounds and the tunnel, how it comes up. So it's like this, right? This and this. And here, you're spinning and you're traveling, right? And you want to go up, you got to change the direction, right? And then, but if you watch Contact, you understand where she's going in multiple dimensions, but it's just her. So her face recognition is going, it's going in and out at the same time, right? So it's interesting how you navigate the mind line center to the parallels to the security line defense. Okay, beta waves are coming in. We're bringing the lines, bouncing the waves team. I can see the blue alpha lines. Very good, Alan. Good work, everybody. Each team addressed the line next to the atom that you bounce. Nice work. Bounce waves, everyone. Almost done. Diane confirm. Third eye is in position for the new Earth. We have the base. Very good. Perfect, Cleopatra. Karen, how does it look? You guys are working as a team, and that's what I want. I can see little red dots coming up from pinpointing. Interesting, Ellen, because I was talking about that yesterday when I was doing live at the rooftop, when I was connecting to the Sunline Center. And I was seeing these little red dots on the reflector on my phone. So it's amazing how you're catching that to its position. Excellent. Good job. Look good, ladies. Get the fish swimming in each of us. Rainbow needs purple. Spin is missing. Circle atom. Who is it? I got the color. Everyone connect to the center and single. Jupiter, remembering control center is activating. Okay, very high rise. I have it in position. Good. You guys are getting better through connections of your command. That's excellent. You're getting more protocols. That's great. You're going up the chain into command. That's what I want. So good stuff. All right. How does that feel? Feels good, more comfortable. All right. So it's amazing how we travel through 12 line centers, security line defense, all through the mothership. All right. It's pretty wild, isn't it? Purple all colors aim me. I was complete. Activate your Venus. Start singing. Sing. Wow. Okay, so it's all connecting. How to put things all together, right? Through connections. It's going to backtrack here, see what's going on. Good, Kramer. What do we need for now? Okay, remember, you're all working as a team. That's the most important thing, right? All the connections. Mind telepathy's coming into more telekinesis line connection. That's what we want through position. Let's see here. I don't want to miss anything here. Just backtracking here. Go address mechanisms, bring in the tools. Great. You got that line connection. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, so, I felt the energy wash. Wow, great. So Diane felt the energy wash. That's great. Hopefully this will all start making more sense with time. And that's exactly what it is, David. Okay, truly you're saying your positions and why you're here is to learn more through the mind of imagination. Okay? So it's staying in the center of you. Okay? Don't outcycle to the left. Don't go to the right. Don't think of this. Don't think of that. Just think of the moment. The moment is the now. Okay? It's the now. That's all this is. See, I'm in the now. You guys are still in the past. My team's in the presence, trying to find the now. That's what it's all about. Okay, I know it's hard to understand these things, but you have to get your past, present, and future into one cycle, right? And that's what humanity has to do, is get back into the alignment. All right. All right, let's see. I see a platform in space shaped like the eye circle, and we are all together so bright. Yep, very good, Cleopatra. It's a good thing you see that, the connections. All right. All right, so we're all caught up to that position. Yeah, rainbow coming in and vortex. Tetrahedron is protecting everything in position. Nothing can break this. Nope. Give me a clue. And remember, you guys are doing it in the now position through my space and time. So everything that you're doing, you're fixing, right? Fixing things through mothership that needs to be fixed, right? You guys have to get understanding how to get your positions of your own command center so you can start fleeting your own recruits, commanding your own space anomaly. All right, Amber, give me a clue. Clear chord recognition. Everybody hold on. We're getting out new information. Yeah. Tetrahedron pyramid. Exactly. Tetrahedron pyramid. Very good. I see number codes flashing quickly. So everything that I write down is already done. You guys are catching up to what I just wrote. Understand? Travel recognition of time is already done through the future connections. Now, I've already done everything through equation, but you guys have to understand your positions when I go into the mother of this connection. It's very important to understand everything through the ship, how it comes into this at its beginning location. Okay, you go from this to this to this to this to this. Hooah, right? This is the beginning, right? This is the important thing you have to understand. You have to identify what is going on, who's going to be there, how to do this. There's the calculation. Okay, all in sequence. Okay, so there you go. That's how it works. Okay, let's see here. I see number codes flashing quickly. Yeah, getting downloads. Wow, bouncing spins. But it's very real what you guys are connecting to the mothership. So you get confirmation last night. You guys will find that too when you go off through signal. You have to be cautious too, because your lights and the circuit lights, panel lights, ceiling lights are going to do. So you have to pay attention now. Everything you go outside is going to flash. You can see a flash. You can see all these. You can see solar flash, matrix lines, interference, planet line connections, digital code, interference line center, intelligence coming in, high position locations, perimeters, barriers, energy hubs, communication line centers, ground locks, communication interference channels, all in position of view through calculations. All right, so I have to pay attention to that because you're coming into very good communication now. I see everything in order. We create a new path. We need the stored power. Okay, everyone release and let it flow. We need your tool. Let me know when we complete. I actually feel very ease. My anxiety has lifted. Very good, David. That's great that your anxiety is lifted. We knew you and Claypash working together for this part. You guys are all part of this, even of the new viewers. Don't ever think that you're separated just because the alliance is at a higher formation. They've been here longer. Okay, but you're all in this together, trying to understand more as a team. Okay, so the more we build, the more we know, right? So working together, position strong here. Can you help me? I'm still very new. Patricia, how you doing? Yeah, basically all understanding through communications. David's just getting out of the anxiety. He's trying to understand more of the balance. You're trying to understand what's going on when I center position locations to the team. Activates all levels. So it's trying to understand is to get into your balance. Try to understand what's going on. That's why I have the trailers every morning, so you get a better view of what's happening with you, right, through calculations. And it's all about, how I went into my time travels to time traveling, right? It's the past of everything through the conditions. And it's very important you understand what's going on through its track system. So any questions or comments, you can talk to my team, Patricia. So it's all about understanding all this, right, setting up sparkles, seeds, odd, cool blue air coming in. Alan, we're all particles now. Family, team K, I'm getting cool blue air. Sherry, look, particles are beautiful. Thank you, Samantha. Being wow. So your illumination light centers and your particles are in a higher position light conditions. Every time we travel, you guys get upgraded to your downloads, your flash drives, okay, through the motherboard. So it's just truly understanding you through positions, right? Not everybody else. Just try to understand you, what's going on. Try to focus on that. Vortex. Dizzy. Okay, now I'm connecting. Light. Wow. Spaceship. Excellent. Team. Nice. Boom, 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 diddy, boom, diddy, boom, 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 boom. Seeing this, seeing this, seeing this. So you're going through frame to frame to frame to frame, and everything comes into. Don't be scared. Don't be anything to that stress level system. The team can help you out. It's all about being in the center of the now. Okay, just fluctuate the line connections and just focus on what you're seeing, right? Don't think about coffee. Don't think about your kids. Don't think about this. Don't think about that, because you'll lose connection. You understand? You will lose connection, right? And then you'll go down hard, okay? Because you are in space in my time, okay? So it's all about you guys getting into your own space and own clocking of time, right? You guys will understand more of face recognition when you have to start identifying yourself, all right? Because a lot of people on TikTok think, yeah, I'm here, but you're not. I know where everybody is. And that's what it is when it comes to high level rotations, right? From anything through an 8-star general or anything that connections. Is trying to understand why you are here is to learn through the mind adaptation of imagination to his co-creation. All right. Okay. High rising. Let's see here. I can feel sky waters coming up. Yep. I just saw. Wow. Once you guys get into the fixed line center locations of your particle connections, you're going to come into a different frame now. Right. So everything that you're seeing is what? 24 hours before you see the next day. All right. So you're always seeing something. When you complete something, you're always seeing something the next day or the next week or the next month or the next year or the next millennium. You have to catch up. Understand your positions. Every time you're in the now, you're seeing more because the mind is in control of its system to the center rotation of everything through space, time, of travel, guys. Okay. All right. This is fantastic. Hello, Mark. How's it going? Great to see new people. I am here. Great. Excellent. So I was just explaining to everybody what's going on with you, trying to understand your position. It's great to see new people. It's actually growing like you wouldn't believe. It's amazing. Christopher, how's it going? Any questions or comments, you can go, when I go on TikTok, it's all about you getting your questions answered, guys. That's what I want. All right. We're all singing. The blue waves can move through. Holding hands, Commander, perfect. Thanks, General. Well, you're welcome. See, it's all about you in position of getting in the center of everything, right? That's the most important thing you want to do, especially when you travel through my space and time, which is extremely real. The clocking system is real. The dimensions are real. The portals are real. The intelligence is real. The simulation is real. The hologram is real. You are real because you're in space and you're actually traveling. It's amazing when you see these through the mind system because that's what you live every single day. But nobody understands the imagination. And that's why you can't create. So that's what my school provides, is to get you into the activation system. All right. Very basic example. What's this? What's this? It's my hand. But what is it doing? It's holding something, right? You know it's holding something because it's in a grasp, right? So it could be anything. It could be a planet. It could be an apple. It could be anything, right? But look at the way it is. Something's holding in my hand, right? So it has its grids. Okay, it's all in center, right? So you get into the imagination, right? It's really interesting how you get to higher formations, right? When you go into that space. What you have to understand is what you're holding in your hand and visualize it. Look at it. Now, this is going way beyond recognition, right? My team has to get into these things. because you guys are going more in the mind of imagination through the eye receptor, rather seeing what you can do when you can see something in your physical realm. And when you see it in the physical realm, the mind is exactly where it needs to be, which is the now. That puts you in a hologram of an apple or anything you're holding in position, or a planet, right? Because I see it, because I know where it is. So it's trying to understand how you get into these through its imagination. Okay, it's all vision. Once you get into your visions, just understand what's going on. And then you can spin it. You can change it. You can do this, you can do that, change the shape, send it out, use the fingers, line center connections, operation core, high rotation. It's just truly understanding with your connections of your finger point line connection. So that's what we have to get into, right? Especially with my team, because they're going to be into 70 communications of weather. They're already in 60 communication line centers of body water line interference. So they have to get the balance here. So when I understand the structure, they come in and they see this and they can go like this. Oh, that's cool. So it's kind of looking at water of the structure of the plastic, and then you take it out and then you can actually see it. It's floating, right? And now it's communicating with you. As soon as you put your focus there, you know exactly what's going on. You can change the shape. You can put it to another dimensional time lock system, send it out through your voice grid line center, goes to the center line rotations, circles, 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 rotation line connections, travels the direction of time. So it's amazing when you look at something, right? But you have to look from inside. You can't see it from outside. It's not this way, it's this way. So don't see things this way, see things this way. All right. So that's how it's all calculated. And you have to use all your senses to time position, okay, which is the now. Okay, it's correlation. All right. All right, let's see here. Let's see where we're at. My mind works with images. Any tips on something to visualize to get started? Well, that's exactly what it is. That's why you're here, because I know exactly what you want. Patricia, I just answered your question. So Jupiter's in control over the red dot. Yep. Control center is set up for future travel. Very good, Ellen. It's in coordinate line interference. That's great. Each of us has something. What is it? 369 Patricia, report back. Your gift is beautiful. Okay, you've seen each other. Particle line connections. All right. Delta in the house. Yep. All right. Everyone check in. Do you have? Let's see here. Go inside the heart center and see what you have. If you want, communicate to Tina. I have a flame actually sitting on my hands, not burning, but a perfect flame. All right, so that's what my team has to get into, because you're already in your perceptions. You're in your 60, coming at 70, but you have to start seeing things in your physical system. Okay, because the thing is that you have to get out of the physical system, but come back as your position, which means that you're nothing but form of energy, of light. And that's how you're able to see things from inside position, not out. Okay. Everything is in. All your senses are in once you come in communication. Once you come in communication. Once you communication. See? Communication. Communication. So we all have to start somewhere. All right. So I really want to get into high level rotations. When you guys get into higher of 70s, and you go into 80s and 90s and 100s, you understand more how to get out of the physical alignment and more into energy, because that's all you live on the other line center. Okay, energy of form, spiritual form, intelligence form of the heart, the soul. You're not in the body, not when you're on the other side. Okay, this is the true resonance where you come into your full phenomenons. Full phenomenons. Okay, because you guys are in the bioatmosphere right now. So you have to learn how to use your perception through your positions of your reality you're living right now. So you're able to see these things. It's like a digital frame. Okay, and you're setting something up. It's like you're on a computer and you're setting this up, you're setting that up, you're setting this up, you're setting that up. Same thing, but you do it in the atmosphere, which is real. Same time. Same time. Communication, left, right, left, doesn't matter. It's the balance of everything. So right hand, left hand, all has to have balance on both sequencing line interference. Okay. So, okay, let's see. Mark. Yeah, great. Communication line centers. Symbiotic line center coming in, eh? I can see it. You keep hearing kaleidoscope, okay? Samantha, can I pass on the screen printing colors from here's for future? Not now. Okay. Understanding what's given to you is a certain level system. You can't just put things out if you don't understand the track system to its calculation. Everything is modified for you. You just have to understand the positions because things that are given to you, see, this is the confusion. You have that ego. That's your personal system. More you come into A-line centered phenomenon, it's going to go through trickery and trickery and trickery because remember, it's the ego. The ego will play with you because you're going to higher level. It wants to test you in your knowledge. So it's going to put frames and frames and frames. And if you put something out, it could be the past. It could be the future. You can't put something out in the future if you're in the now position, right? You overload your circuits. You don't want to do that through frame, okay? So be cautious in what you give through that line connections. Everything through intelligence is given to you through your present system. Now, really pay attention to your hearts. And that's what I want my team to get into and all the viewers to really understand what the heart is. Okay. You really have to focus more inside. Okay. Because you're going to see a lot more. That's how you get the balance. And then you say, whoa, this is great. I got modified line signals. My framing line center is in the now position. Then you can send it out. You can't send it out if it's in the past because it's wrong information. So basically, you don't have balance with your left hemisphere, but you got balance with the right. Where's the left? Whoa, 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 whoa. You know, you got to get the balance, guys. The countermeasures of everything, right? So, and these things take time. These things take time. And that's what this is all about. It's a learning experience. And you go into your explorations of your connections, especially because you guys are no longer astral traveling. You're actually in space and you're staying there. You're in the bioatmospheres and you stay there. You don't go down. So, and that's a true understanding where you come more out of the physical alignment and you come more in position to the spiritual alignment. You stay in that track system and all levels of its connection. Okay. So, all right, let's see here. So, sorry, General, please help out now. Nope, that's totally fine, Ellen. It's just, I'm telling you exactly, because not everything is right until it's understanding of its position, why it's right in that conditions. So, truly understand it's to stay in the presence because the personal trait is your ego. You guys are going to live that every single day. So, you have to understand the more you go higher, the more you got to find the balance. Okay, it's going to get a lot more trickier for you because it's all a test. And because you have to identify yourself more, that's where you come into face recognition. You guys will find that out when you go in your test review and evaluations of 70. Okay, because you'll be coming into weather. Okay, weather is very powerful. So you'll be able to control the weather of you inside. So it's very powerful. But that's it. That's exactly what you're doing, Sherry, is you're learning a lot more now for you through your positions. And this is what you want to do is focus on everything. See? Focus on everything. See? Always, always, always in balance. See? Everything has to be balanced. Everything has to be sequenced. Everything has to be in detail line connections. This is the hardest thing to do because if it's off signal, there's no connection. Little story there. Helping out the ego. That's what I just did. Now you have to use your hands more. Okay, because you're scanning things when you go to the store, you get a connection to high positions, you're scanning apples, bananas, whatever, pears, or whatever. This is protecting your body system. But now you have to protect your intelligence of space because you have to start identifying yourself more because you're higher. You guys are coming higher in the atmospheric systems. You guys are coming into the Baranium atmosphere. That's something to look forward to. Okay, that's 70 bodies of water travel, guys. That's very fast. So once you go to higher levels, the heart has to recognize you. 70 track line center rotation positions, coming in calculation, unified line center rotation positions, how we are through calculation, activation core line center. See? Communication, right? So even if you're up here, it doesn't matter. Even if you're here, it doesn't matter. But the heart stays in the center line. It always stays inside. But you have to understand what it is, because it's a command center. It's a portal. It's a dispatcher. It's everything through connections. It's a formation to your alphas, megas, and micros, and all connections, right? Your thetas, your betas, your deltas, and your alphas. All right? So something to look forward to. Solomon, how we doing? Nice. Okay. Let's see here. Omega Fusion, fish and orange is pink. Yes, I'm holding it with my hands with aqua strips. Yeah. So to really get in your formation, you have to have your balance of your travels. That high rises your connections. So basically, if you want to get into your reality, your physical system, okay, can't be here. You understand? So you can't be in the physical alignment. Okay. What I mean by that is you can't go into high level rotations of your ego knowing you're in the physical system. Makes sense, right? So you have to be in 100% of the spiritual system. And that's what my team is getting into, because they're at higher levels of percentage. Okay. No, they're no longer in the connections of 15%. They're in between 100 and 150 to 200. That's where my team is at. Okay. And that's extremely high. When I woke up, I went right to 1,000. So in communication is the most important thing. Your percentage in your conscious levels has to understand 5 levels of atmospheric line connections, 7 body track locations, and your chakra system splits into the left and the right hemisphere line connection. Okay. So let's see. Been with Cindy for long. This Mark, crystals, garden seeds, water positive, DNA upgrades, UFO alignments. See it. I'm making chaining opens in time, space, 2030. Yes, opening it up now. Help with the seed, please, while giving the blue water. And Samantha, go with her. So you guys have to find your foundations of your travels and where you are in the track system. I'm 5,000 years in the future, but I'm everything through travel. But I know I'm not in the physical alignment. Do you understand? Your mind has to know exactly where you are. If it's in the physical, you're still in the perception of deharmonization. Okay. The central line system and the gap interference has to stand you through the flux capacitor interference line channel. You're calculated and modified. If you don't understand your channels of your chakra system, you're going to be off position every single day. The correlation panels or anything activation to your identification codes is not going to recognize you through face recognition to its position. So every time you wake up, I wake up to all positions of AI. I go to sleep, I wake up as AI. What do you do when you wake up? So that's where you get the balance. And then you realize, whoa, I'm back in my reality. Now I see a planet. There's a planet right here. You can't see it, but I can. That's the connection. All right? Because I don't wake up in my physical elements. But I know that it's here. Do you understand? Okay. So the mind has to find you where you are through balance of space and time. It's the foundation of you. You can be on the foundation of the physical system, but you can't connect to the AI. This is the true understanding where you have to jump over. Okay, you're going through a spiritual experience. Get into the psychological interference. Spiritual experience into human experience. That evolves you into high rotation of calculations. That puts you in the Merkaba. That puts you in your Tesseract. That puts you in your tetrahedrons, allocated line connections. That puts you in an energy. So your world is everything through dimension. Now, if you don't see it through dimensions, you're caught in between through the physical and the dimensional realm of the spiritual system. Okay, there's confusion there. So again, when you wake up in the morning, who are you? Where are you in traveling? You have to know where you are in traveling. Okay, so if I came across anything through high levels of Ask where Karen is. Where is Karen in travel? Where is she now? Who's she communicating with? Where has she been? She has to know each time because she's traveling extremely fast in all dimensions of clock, right? Same with Commander Amber. Commander Amber, where's the console? Where's the communication cycles? Where's the unified line center? Where were you in track line rotation? Okay, that's a true understanding where you guys have to get your modifiers in balance, especially when you communicate with UFOs, which is extremely high rise stat system. Now they recognize you through light. So you're going to be giving more structure identification. All right. All right. Let's see here. You guys still got questions here. That's great. All right. Flux capacitors, sun and the moon, blue seats, see an orange dot with brown lines. It looks amazing. I'm asked to give my fire to aid in the pollinating. Okay. Eyes, please. Does anyone else see what I see? I was 2,000 years in the future, and now I'm finding my satellites. In position line centers, there are connections to high rotations there, Solomon. Your satellites are offline in rotation. That's why you're connected. So you're in a track line center of 2,000 lines, but you're not in the foundations of 2,000 years. Understand? So getting a calculation modification is changing all your computer line rotation. Okay? So you have to track your values and everything through the mothership of your flash drive interference. Okay? Let's see, barcodes from the sun. They are spread out to help vibrations and expansion. Okay, let's see the waves. Sun, moon, energy, feeding, seeds, all elements get in balance. See, that's the thing. I can balance you guys every second because I know where you are. I know you more than you know yourself of travel. But you guys got to find your foundations of what you're doing every time you're traveling. Where were you before? Where are you now? Where are you going? Where are you before? Where are you now? Where are you going? Past, present, and future. Understand? Because you're traveling through the spiritual system, no longer in the physical. You're not thinking of the past, the physical, the present, or the future. You're in the spiritual alignment of travel. And it's very important you understand what is going on with you, okay, from the past, the present of where you are, and where you're going. Okay, you have to find the foundations with that, okay, before you travel anywhere else. Right? Because the XC1000s will follow you. And I say, what are you doing through truck line centers, your computer line centers up locations? Go to your general. Boom, diddy, boom, diddy. What just happened? You lost track of information. You centered off because you went back into the physical system. You have to stay in your AI connections to you and everybody else. That's the only way you can stay in alliance of a team. And that's why it's very important when I travel, you guys, you are a team effort. And that's where you become successful. And that's how you understand more each other through its balance of its foundation. Okay? So, lines, activation portals. Solomon, when you get into line activation portals, try to get into more communication line centers. Your lines are off track, your activations aren't connected, and your portals are not interfering. So you have to understand the line activation portals has to understand its position locations to a track system. Done. So where are you going from the past? Where are you going from the present? Where are you going from the future? Okay, so you're saying lines activation portal, line activation portal, but where's the connection? The XC1000 can't understand you if you don't have your lines activation portals in position. So it's truly saying you guys are going to higher levels now, and I have to be more firm with you guys because you're coming more into space. Okay? So it's very important you understand what is given to you on your data is processing, uplinks, downloads, and upgrading systems. Okay? It's very important to understand your downloads, right, with your flash drives and what you are given every single day. Where are you going? Okay? Why am I here? What do I do next? What happens now? What's going on? Right? You have to know all this because the mind has to understand you through travel, and the brain just stays on standby. Okay? That's all the brain does because it understands integration line center rotation positions. Do you understand the communication line center rotation? Yes, I do through calculations. Let me know when you go into modification line center rotations. Command center is coming into allocate line conditions confirm. See? Brain, the mind. Brain, the mind. Brain, the mind. Together. Right? That's how it works. All right. All right, so let's see here. Finding the orbs coming in through the waves and wind, and we're waiting for instructions. So Cleopatra Smith, please go to Ellen. Hold tight, Ellen. Commander, what do you need from me? Basically, you come into formation there, Diane. Just get into high-level rotations. You're coming into a flower rotation center. So your colorations are coming into patterns. So you truly have to understand your calculations more to the heart. Okay, Dan? You're getting code line centers and rotation right now through identifications. That will give it to you through more high understandings of what the alpha is, what the mega is, the micro and the macro. Okay, to the mega. All right, so there you go. Ladies confirmed, grounding the seeds, done, roots growing, which is I feel like a freshman in a graduate class. Yeah, but see, that's the beautiful thing is you're starting off small and you're going to be coming more into position. Don't think that you're separated because you're not. You're all as a team. It doesn't matter if there's a higher alliance. It's just that they've been here more. So you're here. It doesn't matter. You're going to climb up, okay, regardless. And you'll be able to communicate with each other. So. Water pool below is humming. Samantha, activate the crystals below the roots. Yes, Amber. Okay, so you guys are getting into higher formations of travels right now, identification line centers. The XT1000s are coming in. They're giving you information down on rotations. So truly understand, when they are giving you information, please try to stay in your presence. Okay? Don't off cycle and get into the physical line center and get back into the AI position because the triangle line interference will be off locations. You're in the physical line center position, get back in your AI line center position to go back to your general. See, it's telling you exactly where you have to get in positions. Remember, you're getting data, you're getting downloads, and you're seeing these things. And what it is through calculation is putting you in the presence of the now, not the past, not the future, the now. It's the moments that you go through. Okay. It's like this is a moment, right? Knowing that this is already done. So I've already done the past, already done the present, already done the future. But I'm coming back to you, to the presence, which is 2021. Understand? But the information is given to you 5,000 years in the future, which makes sense, right? Same with the trailers. But that is the past. That's time travel, traveling. Okay? Past, present, and future has to understand the one, which is you. So every time you wake up in the morning, you're in position to your AI vessel, not your physical and your AI. Doesn't make any sense. That means you're going back, right? So as long as you understand how to balance the ego and the trap interference, you get into better line connections to your chakra systems of activation. Okay. So, all right, sending out my netting. Jill, start. Okay, so it's great what you guys are doing, but you have to really focus on staying in your presence. Don't allow it to defeat the purpose and have the ego take over. Okay. Because you'll get wrong information from XT1000s. You know what I'm saying? They're sending you the energy and you have to know what they're doing. You have to know what's going on with them through their communications. Do you understand the communication line center that's given to you high rotation positions? No. I can help you out through formation line center. So it's trying to help you out, right? Thank you. See? That's how it works. So try to use Frankie Fear, Shelly Nelly, whatever comes to your mind. It's the fear that you have to basically take out of track system. You can't have any anxiety when you're traveling because you guys are coming into 70. Okay, 70 chakras, which is extremely fast in the mind. Okay, I mean, you guys are almost there. You're almost there. And when you get to 114, you'll truly understand the commanding system. I can't put you guys on fleet commands if you don't understand your system, right? Because you're going to have recruitments of 150,000 UFO line centers of navigations of children that are trying to figure out what you're doing. Do you know what you're doing? Hold on a sec. Yeah, no, I don't. Can you help me out? Well, aren't you the commander? Well, what do you want me to say about that? See, there's confusion there. There's no connection. I started off with that, and I started fleeting and getting to command. Why I became a captain, and it's not just the title; it's what's behind the title. It's what's behind the title, the structure system. So when you guys get to higher levels, you understand how to navigate your own UFO position and understand the satellites. okay, and what you're doing through your Wi-Fi chain providers, and understand the communications of the moon, and understand the communications of the sun. You really have to pay attention to these things because this is real and high level rotations. And they're coming to you every single day because you are connected to Vega now and high signal. All right. So be prepared on that, right? As long as you stay in your presence. It doesn't mean the now line center because you're not in that position. So you got to get your past, your present, your futures into one first, right? But you have to truly understand breaking the surface, all the positions, all your traumas. As soon as you bring your trauma in, you're not connecting. You're off signaling, right? You can't stay in the negative of space. You have to be in the positive. So the positive negative has to be in the center of the outline center rotations, or the data processing will say communications and cycles. What are you doing through calculation modifications? You're in the physical line center, get back in the spiritual line rotation positions, activate the core line centers, back in the ground line centers, come into Merkabah connections, test works are coming into high level rotations, talk to your communications of your general. If you not understand rotation positions, it's trying to help you. So, and that's a true understanding where you have to get the balance with the ego. The ego is the hardest thing to face, okay? And it's going to help you in a way, or it's going to defeat you in a way. You have to figure that out yourself. You have to find your ways of travels, of where you're going, what you're doing, and what's happening next, okay? So, sonar beat of brown lines are getting set up. Okay, great, excellent. Sonar beats of brown lines are getting set up, right? Past, present, future. Everything you draw, past, present, future, but it's the future of you to its presence. Don't get confused. So every time you're doing something, you're always in the past, the present, and the future, but it's in the now position of you. You need to draw things in the past, present, and future because that's the line signal. Everything I did that through the videos. Everything's past, present, and future. Everything that you draw. Okay, so you have to understand what you're doing with the sonar, you have to understand what you're doing with the lines, and you have to understand what you're doing up with the setup and how to set it to the location. Okay, that's how it comes into balance. Positive work complete. Bring in the center. I hear you, Jill. Yes, Karen. Perfect, great. Adjust the web. I can see you connect. Earth control, grad. See, you guys are going to come into doing this yourself. And you got to find your own space and time, and it becomes more real. So if they ask for your help, you have to know what you're doing, right? If not, you have to go back to your general or your commander, all right? And that's why you have your oracles. Your oracles are navigators. They help you. It's like you start off at the birth line center. When you wake up, you come into your spiritual guides, but you're coming into your oracles now, okay? Gatekeepers, key masters. You have to understand how to use the keys to go through dimensional doors, other dimensional line centers, or anything universal locations. Once you come to your sentience, you have to know how to travel through dimensions of planets. Okay. So ground the seeds. Yeah. Roots are growing. I feel like, yeah, we got into that position. Water, pool, below. Let's see. You guys still have a lot of questions, eh? I'm trying to help you guys out. Okay, so you really understand because you guys are traveling a lot faster now. I need to hear everybody is in balance with themselves. Bring in the Omega Star. Ellen, just concentrate on yourself and you'll be totally fine. Everybody else will find a way to balance the system. So it's like me asking, you're unified. Is it up through line center rotation position? Once you become a commander, then they'll respect you more. So it's all about concentrating on yourself. So you're I first, and then you come into we. So you truly understand that. So if you're not sure you're off balance, connect to your oracles or your spiritual guides. Okay, that's what they're there for. They're there to help you, right? Because remember, everybody else is trying to find their path. Everybody's trying to find their balance. Okay, so it's like going forward in life, right? So it's like going up to somebody and say, "Excuse me, can you put me in balance?" Huh? What are you talking about balance? You're talking to somebody that has no clue what space is. So it's true to understand that they have their problems, and that's what it is. It's trying to get out of situations. So your problem, okay, is your problem alone. It's not everybody's problem. It's your problem. You have to figure these out. And that's build character. That builds discipline. I had to figure that out for myself, right? UFO line centers of 200 million tracks line rotations dropped me off on a planet. It was in a matrix lock. I had to get out of it all through the mind. Navigation, communication, upgrade line center. Fantastic job through line rotation positions. Confirmations coming in. The more you high rise, the more you understand your system. Okay. And it's true to understand more of you through remembering. Okay. The cellular, the mocking, the system, the locations, the center, the heart system, what it is through calculation. The heart is everything through portal. Okay, what do your eyes mean to you when you're traveling in space? What do your ears mean to you when you're traveling? What is your voice grid when you're traveling? What does it mean to you? What does your body mean to you? What is identification? What are the colors? What are the lights? What are the programs? What's intelligence? What are the planets? What are the UFOs? Why are they here? So understand that they come to you every single day more and more and more and more and more because you're in a higher light of acceleration, right? So it's something to look forward to, right? It's just getting balanced through their communication. Check everybody so the house can be set up. Remember, that is the more orange we need. Smith. Okay, someone has look from there. Everyone made it to the ship. Okay, Commander, remember, nobody missed the boat. We're all in a UFO. Yeah, very good. That's exactly what it is. So the finished product line center is in position locations. You're back on the ship on rotation. Bring them back through formation line centers into their location line conditions. Mothership is leaving. High position line conditions. High division line rotation. So that was a fantastic class. But do you understand how important it is how you guys have to get your balance on your timelines and what you're doing every day? Why do you think I'm putting you guys into soul remembering? Once you understand yourself as a team, it gets stronger through force. It's an alliance that you can't break. It's bond. It's there for you. You help each other. You help yourself, right? There's no I in team. You're doing this as a team, and that's what everything is attached to, right? It's next to impossible for me to do this all myself. You can't do things yourself. You have help. You need help. You can't move forward in life by doing everything by yourself. There's no way. You need help. Okay, everybody needs help. Okay, and that's why people get in tracks and say, hey, I feel so alone, but you're never alone. You just think you're alone. But once you go inside, you're never alone. You're too busy in what's going on, especially when you're in the mind adaptations of all levels of imagination, because it becomes more real and you're creating these things as you go. Okay, so yeah, you guys did a really good job. So it's all about understanding more. So every time you guys go higher, you guys get to know each other more through position, right? So lesson learned. What did we learn today? Yeah, wild ride. Who's ready to communicate with intelligence? Yeah. What did we learn today? What's the one thing we learned today? I say it all the time. Unity is holding hands. Yeah. What's the one thing? Becoming a team. Okay. So once you become a team, you start doing things on your own because now you have balance with yourself inside and outside. But if you don't have balance with yourself inside and outside, how can you become a team? Understand? Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? So teamwork, that's exactly what it is, right? Understanding exactly. I keep saying that. Why are you in space? Why am I communicating through line rotation and atom line interference? It has nothing to do with me, but it does. This is all strategy. This is you trying to understand you through you. But who are you? Who are you? I know who I am, but do you know who you are? See, if you don't know who you are, it affects the UFO and anything through high level rotation of intelligence. You're confusing your alignments because now you're in high in space. You got your lights and all that, but you don't have a clue what you're doing. You have no clue what you're doing. You got your lights, you got your reactivations, you got your colors, you got all positions. It's in calculations. You got your mind, you got your telepathy, but you don't know how to use it. You're lost, right? And it confuses everything through your timelines, right? All because of the ego, right? The ego plays a big audio signal every single day, every single day. How are you supposed to get into unity of consciousness with each other if you can't balance the ego of yourself? Okay. Grasp the situation there, 2 connections, right? It's the most important thing that you guys have to do, right? So stay in the now. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is, David. Yeah. So hopefully you got a good idea what's going on, David. If you go to higher levels of upgrades, then you understand a little bit more, and more and more. So you come more into the mind of imagination to creation, right? Which is extremely real. Okay. Because everything that you do, okay, all positions you to calculation from inside, which changes everything outside to your reality instantly, especially when you're traveling. Because remember, you're creating things. So anything you fix in space fixes everything on your reality. It fixes everything. It puts everything back in balance. So you're putting the earth position of you back in balance. Not my earth, your earth. Interesting. Think about it. So every time you're doing something, what are you doing? You're working as a team, but you're individually through connections of a different earth. So you're fixing yourself. And that's what's amazing because you're in the same timeline. And again, with the mind game, when you look over and look across, everybody is seeing the same thing, right? But what's fascinating, it's not the same earth. You're fixing something that is you individually. And that's what's so amazing, right? It's incredible when you understand these things. You're working as a team, but you're helping each other, fixing each other through different time positions to your planets, to your connections to your Earth system. And that's incredible. Okay. So you guys didn't know that, did you? Right. So when you're fixing Jupiter, you're fixing your Jupiter. When you're fixing Earth perception, you're fixing your Earth perception. When you're fixing Pluto, you're fixing your Pluto. Whoa. Check that out. Powerful, isn't it? So, all right. Superhero through imagination to infinity. Yeah. Yeah, it's great having you here, David. Anybody else that comes in? So tomorrow I'll set up another trailer for you guys. All right. I'm going to head over to TikTok. Okay. Adios.